Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois. Well, today I am just spending the evening in my garden and I've been doing a number of things from pruning, weeding, transplanting. There's a lot and the rains are back. Yeah. So I am going to transform one particular bed that I had basil growing. I'm going to remove all the basil, make my cuttings and propagate them. But at the same time, I'm going to do some transplanting of the already available seedlings that I have. It's always very heartwarming when I'm in the garden, just being with nature. And I'm very proud again of this pumpkin for giving me at least the fruit this time. I thought this season I wouldn't have any, but I have had it. And of course, I'm going to also do the pruning. It is very important that you often remove those yellowing leaves, dry vines, just to keep your plant giving and of course looking good. So as much as we're not getting fruits, the fruits I think they were not pollinated. That's why it's very important to attract a number of pollinators in your garden. So the flowers kept falling, the fruits and the young fruits kept rotting, and I wasn't really understanding why, because yeah, we have so many pollinators around, but it happens. As a farmer, you should expect this season. Sometimes you plant and you don't get what you envisioned too. So like when I planted this pumpkin, of course, I was hoping for a number of fruits, a number of pumpkins, but I ended up not getting any for a long time. But I didn't give up. I just kept maintaining the plant because it is also very delicious. Yeah, like I showed in one of the videos, the leaves are a delicacy. So we have been enjoying the leaves. So it has not been like a total loss. Even if we weren't eating the leaves, it's just beautiful to see it in the garden. You know, see that lush, that green, that beauty. So yeah, please find time and spend it in your garden to do this maintenance work. Sometimes you'll not find a lot of time, but whatever time you can spare, be in your garden and do these things. Okay, we are all about urban farming, but every now and then we venture into other things. So if this is the kind of content that interests you, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Well, today we are going to talk about why it is important for you to have seedlings growing at different stages in your urban garden. Most of you wonder why some people's gardens are evergreen, you know, and very productive, so this is the advantage of having seedlings at different stages in your urban garden, because then, for example, if you have a tomato plant that you are harvesting from and you have other seedlings at different stages, then you can plant the other, so that by the time this one is done, the other one is starting to give as well. So the same goes to things like wiki, mustard greens, what else, a number of vegetables, yeah, in your garden. So it is very important for you to have the seedlings so that you can replace the older ones once they are nearing their end, so that you can maintain your garden evergreen and productive. And that is one of the things that I do here. For example, the mustard greens, I often have them in plenty, and also have I throw the seedlings everywhere at different stages. So you have this one older than the other one slightly, so that if the other one is getting old, you can leave it to go to seed, and then you plant the other one to replace this, so that you can have constant supply and also have an evergreen productive garden. It is very challenging actually to keep up with having these seedlings, growing these seedlings. It is very hectic. It takes commitment, but it's something that you can do. The other thing that I've talked about, of course, is growing both annual and perennials, so that when you harvest these annual plants, your perennials are constant in the garden to keep it evergreen, but you want also to keep your garden constantly productive. Some of these perennials may not give you constant harvests. But once you have the seedlings growing in your garden, then you can easily replace the other ones that are supplying your kitchen as well. For example, if I have taro, for example, okay, that is not going to give me anything other than, of course, the beauty in the garden and the green in the garden for some time. But if you have a consistent supply of sukuma wiki, mustard greens, green pepper, this and this, or whatever, then you keep your garden supplying your kitchen for a long time. This is very important, especially for those who are also selling. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have your coriander plants that are growing and you've started harvesting and supplying to your customers. Yeah, it is very important that you have another size growing somewhere so that by the time these get old, then you can shift to the other one. Okay, you can have two beds of coriander, for example, because we're talking about limited spaces here. You can have two beds. This one you are harvesting from and supplying your kitchen or wherever you're supplying to, and the other one you have also a different size, so that when these ones get old, you can allow them go to seed, and then you can shift to the other one and continue like that. And by the time the other ones are also about to get midway, you can plant others like that, so that you can have an evergreen garden and consistent supplies. And of course, that means your pocket never runs out, right? So let us learn how to maintain our gardens, not just green, but also productive. And that is, I think, very important for us to talk about, because most of the times people come around and say, oh, why is your garden always giving? Why is your garden always green? Yeah, those are the two things that you have to consider. Have those perennials that will give you supply for a long time. But remember, some perennials are not going to give you constantly. They're just there to keep your garden green, the beauty, everything. But to keep your garden productive, you need to have these things that can supply your kitchen every day: onions, green pepper, all the bell peppers, tomatoes, etc. And the only way to do that is by growing seedlings at different stages. All right. So I have a bed full of basil. The last time it rained, it was very windy, so they're all lying down at the moment. And considering their age now, I think I am just going to remove all of them and then make some cuttings of them, and of course propagate. That's the important. I'm not just wasting it. I'm going to make my cuttings and also propagate. And then, of course, the garden itself, I am going to introduce the already available seedlings that I have around growing. So let us do that together. So these are the things that I've been transplanting, incorporating everything. This is what I do when I'm in the garden. There is a tigger there. Again, guys, can you tell me the name of this plant in English? Yeah. I've also been weeding these, and pruning them. There's the hibiscus flower, and of course the scrotums. This is the bed that we're going to transform today. Look at the basil. They're really old, so I'm going to just harvest all of it and yeah, make my cuttings for propagation, and then fill up this bed with productive plants, vegetables. Let's get to that. When you're clearing the garden, you're obviously going to do harvesting, of course. Now, like this okra, very dry, and it's going to give us, of course, very healthy mature seeds. All right, let's prune the pumpkin now.